is nScreenNoise. My name is Colin Dixon, founder and chief analyst at nScreen Media, and today is February 5th, 2016. Yahoo announced this week that it will be shuttering its smart TV services as part of its overall cost-cutting measures that will see about 1,590 people laid off pretty much immediately and as many as 9,000 by the end of the year. Now, you could be forgiven for not knowing that Yahoo even had a smart TV service group, but it has been at this for at least 5 years. I well remember seeing Yahoo Smart TV at CES back in 2010. They were in a tent outside in the main parking lot, and they've been soldiering on ever since. They only really appear now on two smart TVs, so Samsung and Vizio have their apps which include Yahoo News, Yahoo Sports, Weather, and Yahoo Screen. And Screen, of course, has also been shuttered as part of these cost-cutting measures. But it seems like these apps really haven't connected with consumers. But it could also be that smart TVs are not connecting with consumers. Looking at new data from Freewheel, they say that about 10% of online video ad views go to connected televisions. 62% go to the PC, 21% to the smartphone, and 7% to the tablet. But just 3% of all of the 10% connected TV views actually goes to smart televisions. That is a tiny usage in comparison with all of the other platforms. Where are those TV views going to watch their connected televisions? Well, they are using Roku and Apple TV. 71% of views go to those two platforms. But you already knew that, didn't you? Now, this really illustrates that smart TVs are not driving high usage and that they're really not the platform, the preferred platform that consumers are using to watch at the television. So really it looks like Yahoo's efforts on the smart TV were caught in that overall situation with the smart TVs not connecting. However, the writing has been on the wall about this for at least a couple of years. So Yahoo could have pulled out much earlier than they did and saved a bit of money. Now, the future looks very rosy for mobile video, at least according to Cisco's new visual networking index for the global mobile data consumption. It says that about 55% of mobile data was video in 2015, and that is going to explode to 75% by 2020. Interestingly, the company says that mobile video is mostly consumed at night. In other words, there is a prime time for mobile video, just like there's a prime time for television, and it occurs somewhere in the same region as traditional television viewing prime time. Now, this is having a very interesting effect on consumption of data. What it is doing is it driving the busy hour for mobile networks really high. For example, in 2015, the busy hour, the busiest hour for the consumption of mobile data was 66% higher than the average hour. In 2020, the company says it will be 88% higher. Now, why does this matter? Well, it means that mobile operators have to over-provision their network to cope with this huge peak in data that is occurring in the evening, driven by video viewing. So that's a really tough situation for mobile operators that's actually going to cost them a lot of money. Now, the common perception is that iOS, that is Apple users, watch a lot more video on their mobile devices than the rest of us who are using Android. Cisco says this is not so. For the last 4 years, the company says that Android users actually consume more data than iOS, and that 2015 is the first year that iOS users actually consume more. The company says that in North America, the average gigabytes per month consumed by Android users was 3.1 and iOS 3.8. So they're really, really close here and have been probably for several years. So why is it that media companies always target Apple first? And in fact, some don't even bother to support Android properly at all. Case in point, Comcast Watchable. There is an iOS app for Comcast Watchable that you can download to your Apple device, but there is no Android app. Comcast says you need to use your mobile browser to watch video if you're on Android. Now, this just doesn't make sense. There are as many viewers on Android as there are on Apple. Companies like Comcast should be prioritizing Android just as high as iOS. Or maybe it's just that they just don't care about 50% of their audience, that they're happy for them to battle on with the browser. Well, if that changes, you can be sure I'll be talking about it here on nScreenNoise. We'll see you again next time.